Hello everybody, welcome to another part of Trusters Plays Tyranny. Yeah, that didn't go well. Anyway, and yeah, Merry Christmas. And now let's go and kill stuff. Fed band of the Archers and in the war tent. Alright, going. This is not going to be a long episode, because I'm quite hungry and I'm going to order some pizza to eat. Most likely. Alright. The athletic skills can be used to intimidate characters in conversations. You don't give these oathbreakers enough credit. Even beasts can begin to see the patterns of your simpleton strategies. If there's any pattern to my strategies, it's one of relentless victory. The Tearsmen expel a deception, but falter out of fervor. But who's been more deceitful than your second car? And wasn't he the expert on siege warfare? What's your plan for dealing with the walls now? Studying pyramid? The Icon of Stone was punished for his actions. If you want to talk guilt by association, I will be happy to hold you accountable for the collective crimes of the chorus. And any disfavored warrior can take 10 of these hillfolk with a fruit knife, probably armed. It's not even fair. Okay. Walk. Alright. That was a bit weird.
How can we trust your rabble not to turn at this last moment? How many of your conscripts have family bonds to the Vendrian Guard? It is decided. The disfavored will take the vanguard of the assault. It is the only way to assure success before the edict comes to pass.
Grevenas's roar passes your eardrums, his face reddening as he yells.
Oh, you're so young. We can forgive you for being stupid. Without your Archon of Stone to bring down those walls, you're out of your element. Only the chorus has the numbers required to swarm the walls from all sides. We will lead the vanguard of this battle.
Why don't you work together?
The best the chorus could accomplish would be leaving a ramp-shaped pile of corpses propped up against the walls for my warriors to use. Their fortifications are not a concern. Even understaffed, my Earthshakers could breach the masonry in short order.
Another brilliant idea. Cairn's cult is, we're sure, every bit as trustworthy and sane as the late Archon of Stone himself. You did notice the spire at the center of the citadel? Hard to miss it, being only the tallest thing on the horizon and such. Certainly your Earth mages won't do anything stupid like, say, breaking the spire's foundation. What could possibly go wrong?
The voice of Nerat lazily twirls his scepter. You hear the voices in your head. We love saying the name Cairn. Ah shit, I didn't hear how it's... just to watch him squirm. Grevenas had so much hair back before he met us.
I trust them more than I trust your circus of rapists, sellswords, and turncoat tearsmen.
Archon Aas tenses his head and upon seeing you in the tent, relaxes his posture.
Tunon's Fatebinder has arrived.
The war tent falls silent and all eyes turn to you, expectantly. Oh man, I wish I could make my character wear a hat like this. Well, a cap. Well, it's not. Anyway. Let's see, what options do you have? 1. Operations in Echo Call Crossing and Triple Net Wilderness were successful. Why aren't you two marching toward Ascension Hall? Ascension Hall is the name of the inner sanctum of the old citadel built at the geographical center of Vendrian's Well. It was here that the Vendrian Guard signed the surrender of 429. Option 2. My missions in Echo Call Crossing and Triple Wilderness were successful with little help from the disfavored. I was victorious. Actually, that's true. I was victorious in Echo Call Crossing and Triple Net and whatever Wilderness, despite the constant ineptitude of the chorus. And option 4, done bickering. I like the first one. Our operations were successful. Why aren't you two marching forward toward Ascension Hall?
Why is it my so-called allies are more willing to belittle than to assist? The Vendrian Guard have been the least of my headaches in this damned valley. Now that we are all assembled, I want reports. The Scarlet Chorus was going to resolve the Oathbreaker presence in the Outer Valley. What became of that?
Yes, what did become of that? We should know already, yet we do not. If we are not mistaken, the Fatebinder played a pivotal role in this operation. Fifth Eye, shed light on this baffling question.
Fifth Eye. The Fatebinder did indeed assist the chorus, in a fashion. The Oathbreakers were cut down, but the Fatebinder's wrath spared none, and Captain Pelox Florian was not taken alive, much to our disappointment. The Fatebinder seems to have applied disfavored justice to Florian. Such a waste.
And look what showing them mercy has done for us. My scouts report seeing chorus thugs fleeing your camp, defecting back to the enemy. They are abusing your mercy, and you either don't notice or don't care. The former is negligence, the latter is treachery.
3 options. 1. I was asked to lend a warrior's hand and did just that. Be grateful or be silent. 2. I disagree. He would have made a perfect captive, but he was a raging zealot with a death wish. Capture wasn't an option. 3. They are Oathbreakers. They have abused our mercy once before, and we are idiots to think they'll change. I like the first one. I was asked to lend a warrior's hand and did just that. Be grateful or be silent.
Iron Marshal, I understand we've established a foothold across the Matani. Report.
Ah, come on, guys. Get more actors. Iron Marshal Erenios. Securing the Matani was a gruesome affair. An agent of the School of Tides still lives, and the river was turned against us. Despite our losses, the day ended in a success at Echocol Crossing, though victory came at great cost. Iron Marshal Erenios. When it came time to secure the nearby Echocol village, there was a distressing discovery. The villagers had been stassing iron weaponry, no doubt stolen from our supply lines. Commander Andio wished to burn the village, but the courts disagreed, and the Fatebinder backed their claim. A few of them got away, but their leader, Captain Matani Sibyl, did not. Our spies tell us she was one of the founding members of this insurrection. Terrible movie. Well, not terrible, but definitely not one of the best. Well, it's one of the worst Star Trek movies, I mean. In my opinion. Her death will no doubt dishearten the Oathbreakers.
One less noble scion of Apex with delusions of relevance. Good riddance.
Have we forgotten why we marched south in the first place? Are we to rule over a sea of corpses? Have you any idea how difficult it is to tax dead people? Your treatment of the locals is short-sighted. We alone follow the commandments of the Overlord.
As if to emphasize his words with a conductor's wand, the voices of Nerad flourishes his jewel scepter in the air. You hear the voices in your head. This is absurd. We aim to bring mercy and peace, while us remains fixated on ruthless slaughter. We take the noble path of tolerance, acceptance, forgiveness toward the enemy, while the disfavored would happily see every tearsman in a grave or a cage. And yet, we are seen as the wicked troubles someone. Alright, 3 options. 1. We can safely assume Kairos wants some bloodshed, otherwise why send disfavored. 2. My intent was to honor the chorus and bring you a captive, but it would have taken a gang of warriors with nets to take her alive. 3. Oh, so Kairos commanding you to be an insufferable ass at every turn? If so, good job. I don't like the third one. Well, I am, as I said, my character, is following Kairos to the letter. So let's continue with 1.
Sophistry becomes you, Fatebinder.
Thank you.
But we think the disfavored was sent to learn from our example. What other reason would the Overlord have for slowing us down with such a burdensome ally?
Alright, so should I kill him now for calling me a sophist? Nah.
Enough! If these are my allies, why bother with the enemy? Even the low-born oathbreakers have the honor and decency to...
The Archon of War slams them all to the ground with bone-rattling thud.
Oh, finish your thought, old chap. They have the honor and decency to... To what? To abide by some sort of deal you made with them?
The voice of Nerat spins his scepter in the palms of his hands. You hear the voices in your head. Can you not hear the treachery in his words? How can we be sure he hasn't been stalling this whole campaign? His legion boasts of victory after victory, and yet these half-wit oathbreakers suddenly give the disfavored pause. Not necessarily him, but it is possible. Graven Ass. Scowling at the Archon of Secrets, Graven Ass says nothing, his body heaving with agitation. 4 options. 1. If you two are unwilling to work together as Fatebinder of Tunon, I will order you to do so. 2. Remain silent. 3. A truce with the Oathbreakers, is this true? 4. Enough bickering, we are running out of time to take Ascension Hall. Let's check 3.
It's immaterial is what it is. The edict is all that matters now, and we will march on Ascension Hall and avenge our fallen brethren.
It's not immaterial, but I can do nothing right now. I don't have the option to do anything. Alright. I'll go with 1. If you two are unwilling to work together as Fatebinder of Tunon, I'll order you to do so.
With whom do you stand?
The voice of Nerat's mask tilts sideways as he lurches forward, waving his scepter at you. Now is not the time for compromise. One of us will have the honor of completing this glorious conquest. We know you'll choose wisely. The tent grows quiet as the gathering looks to you in anticipation. Alright, 3 options. 1. You'll march on the Vendrian Wall Citadel together or not at all. Graven Ass Minor Wrath, Voice of Nerat Minor Wrath, lose average favor with us and lose average favor with Nerat. 2. The disfavored will lead. 3. The Scarlet Horse will lead. Alright, let's think about this. While I do support the Scarlet Horus, as I mentioned before, my main concern is Kairos and what he wants. The best outcome will be for both of them to attack. Perhaps having the disfavored attack in one... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll go with 1. You'll march on the Vendrian Wall Citadel together or not at all.
You test my patience, Fatebinder. We did not ask for a weak compromise that leaves all parties unsatisfied. Whom do you support? Are you going to let the Scarlet Chorus traitors have their way? Or will you stand by Kairos' true disciples, the disfavored?
This is pissing me off. I wish I had another option here. Anyway, we have 2 options. The disfavored will lead. The Scarlet Horus will lead. If the disfavored lead, they have much fewer men, and against a fortified position, they risk losing. Plus, if they use their Earth Sakers, they risk damaging the Citadel. Scarlet Horus will lead. Even though I would still prefer to have both of them.
I should have suspected as such. What did Narot offer you? For your sake, let's hope he promised you enough power to protect yourself from me.
Wow.
A wise choice. The Scarlet Chorus will be honored to silence the last of the Vendrian Guard insult. Graven Ash, we hereby order you to stand down and remain here at camp until we have secured the Citadel.
If the chorus leads the charge, they will fail. I will not sit idly by while the edict claims my legion. The disfavored will carve a path to the Citadel on our own, if that's what it takes.
Ay, 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 ay. Puerto Rico. The air crackles with electricity as Graven Ass lifts his maul to strike. That can be good. What? Fatebinder! Your vision comes into focus, as does the feeling of a hand on your shoulder. Are you with me, Fatebinder? You don't look hurt, but say something. Something. Ah, good, same old Fatebinder. Was worried there for a second that you had been seriously hurt. Your guardian here came to your rescue. The Crimson Spear taps Barik on the shoulder with a heartly smile. Barik turns to greet the gesture with a cold stare.
I wasn't trying to save you. I was trying to save her.
He points to Verse and sighs.
And what happened, you bleeding hard iron shit tower?
Verse crosses her arms and glares.
I picked her up and she stabbed me. Put a dent in my side that I won't forget. So I put her down and dragged you out here to recuperate.
Why did you stab him, Verse?
Because nobody picks me up unless I fucking tell them to, and I didn't say a word to Barrick on the matter. He had it coming.
I like her. I like her. That was an honorable thing to do, Barik. Or don't try again, Barik. I don't want to say either of them, so I'll say the first one. What is it with you two?
This is no time to narrate our life stories. If the edict comes crashing down on our heads, none of it will matter anyway.
On that note, better to leave now while we're well parted. You've made your allegiances clear. I hope you serve a good long term with the Scarlet Chorus, and that we never meet on the wrong side of the battlefield.
Oh, come on, I wanted him. 3 options. I need to make a decision and I sided with the army that has the numbers. You are too quick to label me an enemy. 2. This isn't about choosing sides, it's about resolving the edict. Stay with me as my deputy at least that long, then I'll release you from service. I like this. 3. Salute. Thank you for your service, Graven Ass protects. I'll go with 2.
I've had enough of your justifications and empty values. Your actions speak a great deal louder than your slippery words. How could I put my trust in an enemy of the great general? Why shouldn't I simply kill you now, traitor?
I'm not a traitor, but you are pissing me off now. Barik roars with inhuman fury and shoves you with all his strength. He raises his hands as if to strangle you, and then lowers them, trembling with restraint.
No. You aren't worth it. I have too much to accomplish in service to the great general to deal with you now. When we meet in the field of battle, I won't have any reservations about cutting off your breath.
Ouch. 1. Lower 18. You do realize that you struck an agent of the core, don't you? 2. Athletics 35. Punch Barik in the gut. 3. Get out of here, Barik. You are dismissed. I'll go with 2. I'll act like a Klingon. Barrick takes a blow with only the slightest grant of displeasure. He rises to full height, towering overhead like a statue of iron. Oops. 3 options. Now that I have your attention, submit. Only I have the strength to break this siege. Or the siege. 2. Lower 18. You do realize that you struck an ear, and 3 again. Okay, I'll go with 1, even though I'm not sure if I scared him at all.
You are incompetent,
Ooh.
and this war will take you like a row of wheat before the scythe. You would put your trust in thieves and rapists before the Archon of war. But I will allow that this stalemate has drawn on for too long, and your influence has been felt. I will remain at your side, if only to see this edict undone. Beyond that is anyone's guess.
Indeed. 5th Eye. The voice of Nerat has already departed for camp, and I'm headed there now. Come join us. We will be honored to have you join us for the assault. He lets out a wicked chuckle as he turns to depart. I mean, not like there's anything left for you here. Alright, as I said, this is going to be a small one. So, short one. So I'm gonna stop here. Looks like we are heading towards the attack on the Citadel. Cool. Thank you very much for watching. More next time. Merry Christmas.